Hello, everybody, and welcome. Randy. No, I'm not staying cool, but it was raining out. The PDFs for Charlie Parker and John Coltrane, I haven't really done anything, too much of anything on them. As soon as I do that, I will send them out to you. Um, I'm still waiting on the John Coltrane book. Amazon, man, really sucks sometimes, but that's okay. All right. Uh, Maybe I can give like some sort of I don't know, prerequisite, I guess. How do you like this view? You like this view, Randy? Oh boy. Hold on. So, Randy, you like this view, or you want a front view? Tell me now before I hook up the mic. Jeez. Do you have the syncopation book in front of you? I was on my site doing a lesson. Nobody showed up. You like seeing my face? All right, well, why do you like seeing my face? I guess I have to reposition things. I've been experimenting with the cameras. You have the syncopation book out. I wanted to do some stuff in the Gary Shafee book tonight. But let's take the syncopation book. And like I had mentioned last week one day, we're going to take the math, first off, the language, the math, understanding the notation, uh, counting, humming, and then swinging. Oh, you're waiting to play a gig. Oh, good. You gig a lot. That's a really good thing, Randy. All right, I'm on page 30. It's a simple page. It's an eighth note rest, an eighth note, and three-quarter notes. I'll play it slow. One and two, three, four. One and two, three, four. That's straight up and down. Now I'm going to swing it. One, two, three, four. Ba-da, hum it. Ba-da, da, 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 da. What I like to do, and this is something that, I learned 100 years ago. If you know where the one is, you're playing it safe. You always know where the one is. If you're lost, you'll find it. You'll hear it someplace in the improv, the tune. And I even if you can't hear it, you're still on the one, and you'll find it somewhere before you get out, or you go before you go back to the head. All right. So now we take the figure. One, two, three, four. Ba-da, ba, ba, bang. Time. Ba-da, ba, ba. Two, three, four. Ba-da, ba-da, da, da, one. Now, that's just the same measure over and over again. Let me go to something else. That's kind of boring and very elementary. I apologize. Let's go to, all right, hold on. All right, we're going to do a two-measure combination. This is actually page 38. It's 1, da, 2, da, 3, 4, 1, 2, ba-da, ba, ba-da, ba, 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 ba-da, da, ba-da, ba, 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 ba. It's hard to do if you don't have the book. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be working on starting No lesson tomorrow night, by the way. It's summertime. It's hot. I'm burnt. All right. You don't have any books. You're on it. I guess you're on the phone. Oh, I have a gentleman coming here August 25th. It's all sewed up on a Sunday, about 12 or 1. We'll be doing a broadcast. Mark Walker. I'm not sure if you ever heard of him, but this guy plays his ass off. Great player, man. Wow. And he has a couple publications out. He's an instructor at Berklee College of Music in Boston. I made good friends with him. And he's going to come here that Sunday, August 25th. And he has a Yamaha set. He uses Paiste cymbals and Remo heads and Vic Firth drumsticks and all that good shit. All right, well, it's not going to be too much of a lesson because you don't have the book and I don't have the PDFs, and I apologize. I've been slacking lately because it's summertime. The kids are home from school. You know, what can I tell you? We have another person viewing, and it would be really nice if that person got into the chat and said hello. He might have the books. Mystery person, do you have the syncopation book or the Gary Shafee book, Time Functions? This guy here? No? Okay, he left. All right. No problem. All right, it's not going to be very much of a lesson. Anything that you want to go over a little bit? Revisit some things that we've done so far? Randy, talk to me. Anything. Hand exercises, developing singles, doubles, jazz independence. Did you ever play that tune, A Moment's Notice, by John Coltrane? That's a very strange tune. I think it's a 36 bar tune. Hold on. Let me read that. How do I? I never thought of it as smooth. Thank you, though, for the compliment. Smooth. Well, first of all, I'm using a 22-inch cymbal. I'd rather use a 20. All right. What I do, let's talk about the straight ahead time. Now, the thing is this, the pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you're familiar with the levels, see, the, the thing is, you know, there's so much involved. I break everything down, okay? Um, you have to establish with the right hand, why am I so sleepy? 4 quarter notes. And they equal in sound. You don't want to have a quarter like 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't want that. You want one equal sound. So that's the level system. You can see my right hand is coming down from the same spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should be giving me theoretically the same sound constantly. That's a louder sound. The duh of the 3, 4, duh 1, The ones are softer because there's a movement with the right hand. It's free stroke. I'm back in the same position. Down, up, tap, down. Free stroke, down. If you notice, the 4/4 notes are the same. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now I'm not playing. That's not very musical. You're making all the notes sound the same. Smooth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when I'm playing a tune, I'm not thinking about free stroke down, up, free stroke down. I'm thinking of the sound and how I've gotten that sound. I'm, I guess, conditioned to get the sound. Like when you play the Moment's Notice, you're going to find out that that's there. Ba-da, ba-da, ba, ba-do-bu-dee, ba. Ba-da, ba-da, ba, ba-do-bu-dee, ba, ba, da, 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 da. That's a tough tune, man. Ding, 2, 3. One straight ahead sound. My left foot is musical. It's inside of that tune, the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I'm going to feather the bass drum. Free stroke down, a free stroke down. Play triplets with the left hand. Triplets alternating between the bass drum and snare drum. Now that's just a straight ahead jazz time. But I open that up. I mean, I play an open time. And by open time is I'm inside of the tune. I'm not laying it down. I mean, the timing would be there, but I'm not laying it down so you could hear it. Ding, 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 ding. You hear open time. Ba, ba, ba. That jazz time, yeah. How did you like that tune though, Randy, the Moment's Notice? Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-do-bu-dee-da, da-da-da-da, ba-do-bu-dee-da, ba-da-dee-da, dee-da-dee-da, ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba, ba-do-bu-dee-da. You like that tune? That's a tough tune, man. I don't know if you ever heard of this drummer, but I think there's two drummers I really, really dig. There's Mr. Blackwell, not Mr. Black, I got to get his name. I can't forget it. I get him mixed up all the time. Harry Hogan, you ever know him? Do you know him? He's located in the city, New York. Man, that guy is one of the most musical drummers I've ever heard. Him and that other guy, I forgot his name, Jesus. And I will listen to him all the time. Great drummer. Anyway, that's, you know, if I'm playing in 3, those quarter notes are there. 1, 2, 3. But then it becomes mechanical. Who's this? Who's Harry? Ari. A-R-I. Hogan. I'll send you a video. He's on YouTube. He's playing Billy's Bounce. Wow. That guy plays. He plays so well. Great drummer. Anyway, that's when I'm just playing jazz time. The 1, 2, 3, 1. I want to get that same sound. 1, 2, 3, 1. That quarter note's there. That's the pulse. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I never forget the time. That's it. Yeah, that's his name. Ari, A-R-I, Hojan. Why does I have to review this? Come on, mouse. That's it. Anyway, when I first sat down, it actually was the second lesson, I think, with Joe Morello. And I was a hotshot kid. I thought my shit didn't stink, man. I thought I was the next, I was going to pass everybody. That's the bad attitude. And I left that attitude. Yeah, that's him, Randy. That guy plays so well. But anyway, let me tell you this little story. I got out of the Army band, and I played, I've been playing 6 nights a week before that. And, after that, I was, I did two years, went to see Morello, did 6 nights a week for about 30 years. Okay? And I just thought I was a hotshot drummer. And he asked me to play time. Let me hear you play jazz time. I go like this. It sound like, I don't know, you can't even do it. He says, it sounds like a march. And he showed me this. 1. You didn't have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And I've been playing it ever since. Yeah, that's my attitude. That was my attitude. Because I worship Buddy Rich. I tell you the story. When I was 13 years old, my aunt bought me a drum battle album, the 33 and a third, Buddy Rich and Gene Krupa. And I would rush home from school every day and have a drum battle with them. And guess who would win? Me. I was blowing away Gene Krupa and I was blowing away Buddy Rich. I was going to bust Paul's chops tonight. Tell him we're going to do heavy metal. Yeah. These are some double beaters. I got to get back to that. Oh yeah, Buddy Rich. Everybody worshipped him, but that guy was, I don't know. Gene Krupa, Buddy Rich. Gene Krupa played really well, man. I did a gig with Gene Krupa one night. That was like the highlight of I think one of the highlights of my life. And I said, wow, I'm sharing the stage with a person who I idolized and looked up to and worshiped. And I'm doing a gig with him. And we exchanged 4s, we exchanged 8s. And man, it was just a great night. And I felt really bad because he was not really well at that time. He was suffering from leukemia, and he was very timid and very. I don't know. It wasn't the Gene Krupa that I know and I've seen on all the videos. But we had a lot of fun, exchanging 4s and 8s, 4s, 4s, 8s, 8s. It's sort of like a real live drum battle, and he won, of course. I played a gig with him, Randy. And he was one of, I always thought I looked at him, when I looked at his pictures and in the catalogs and on the album covers, I thought he was a big man. He wasn't a big man at all. I'm short. He was shorter than me. I did meet Buddy Rich a couple times. I don't want to reveal this on YouTube because this is being recorded, but I guess we could say we fired it up. I guess, if you know what I mean. That's way back, and I don't know how that guy played because I couldn't even walk after that one. But man, he was amazing. It live, for real. What you hear on the album, man, and what you hear live are it's like two different worlds. That guy plays his ass off, and he smacks the band. Man, he smacked that band. Yeah, and Gene Krupa was definitely a gentleman as well. Yeah, he sure was. And so was, everybody had a bad thing about Buddy Rich. Buddy Rich was a really nice guy. He really was. I was in his dressing room before, in between his shows. He had the sticks and he showed me things. Man, that guy had some chops. But I still say to this day, and I had the privilege of studying with Joe Morello. Man, there is nobody faster. Man, that guy has a set of chops that are unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sure, he came to prominence with Brubeck with his Take 5 and Castilian drums and all that good stuff. And a great teacher, a great mentor, and all that good stuff. I'm going to have to sign out. There's only 3 people besides yourself, Randy, watching this. But remember, there's no lesson tomorrow evening. I will be back Wednesday on my site. So you're welcome to come. Hopefully I get the books tomorrow. And mouse. Oh. Hopefully I get the books tomorrow and I'll have the tunes. At moment's notice, we're going to work with Blue Train and Impressions in a moment's notice, Billy's Bounce, Footprints, Maiden Voyage. We're going to talk about the tune. Half hour, 45 minutes is not a lot of time. You're welcome, Randy, to do all of that. Yeah, I'm putting a thing together, sort of like an advertisement, I guess, for all my Facebook friends. Today we reached 84,000. My God, and still growing. I had to get off of Facebook for a while, man. It just drives me. All I'm doing all day long is entering. I'm not getting a chance to even read the comments. But anyway, I am going to log off. I apologize. I'm not being here tomorrow at all. Wednesday night, I'll be on my site, www.mattpatelalivelessons.com. And anybody would like to we can get the bongo. Hello, I can't even talk. Anybody would like to join my mailing list, email me, mattpatella1001@gmail.com. Hey, Randy, what do you think of that? 84,000 people. Drummers. It's a lot of drumsticks, man. Maybe I should start manufacturing drumsticks. Okay, guys, have a good night. And we'll see everybody Wednesday. MattPatellaLiveLessons.com. Have a good night.